Welcome to Friday Wrap Up. This is your boy Eclectic Enigma, and once again I'm going to wrap up a week's worth of events. Today we're going to start it off a little bit different though. We got a special award called the Nilla Award, or Nilla Please Award. This award goes out to anything that we consider F&F. This award goes out to various F&F for the week. We're going to start it off giving it to Geno Smith. Geno Smith got his jaw broken when he got into an altercation at practice with a fellow teammate over $600. On a brighter note, he'll be featured in the new remix of Through the Wire with Kanye West. The next recipient of a reward is a New York pizzeria. They decided to name a pizza called Pick a Nigga. This particular pizza had watermelon, fried chicken, and sunflower seeds. Apparently they thought all the black people were gonna flock in there.
I sure am hungry.
Their new pizza is going to feature pork rinds and red Kool-Aid. The third recipient of the Nilla Please Award is a young woman from Indiana, 38-year-old, who decided she wanted to get married to Jesus and pledge her virginity to him. I guess she sent up a prayer and he called her back. The last recipient of the award goes to a man in Kentucky who dug his father's grave up so he could get his father into heaven. Apparently he bought the tickets off of eBay for the low lows. Now for the real news. This past weekend, Straight Outta Compton had a record-breaking opening weekend. They accumulated over $60 million, and it was good enough for them to be the highest-grossing music biopic ever for an opening weekend, and also it was good enough for them to be the highest-grossing R-rated movie in August. All of this was great news. But what did the media decide to focus on? They wanted to know why there was no violence at the theater.
So Cedric, thanks so much for coming back on about this topic. I wanted to ask you, as we went into the weekend, there was a lot of questions as to whether certain theaters really needed security, additional security, for this film. And as it turned out, film went off without a hitch. There were no problems anywhere. Critics are saying, see, we told you so. Others are saying, because the security was there. How do you weigh in?
Security was increased at theaters across the country, and nothing happened. What the police needs to do is secure these churches that are getting burned down and shot up, and quit sitting on the side of the fucking highway giving people tickets for a window tint. They need to beef up security at these pumpkin patches and these NFL hockey games and soccer games where somebody wins or somebody loses and people seem to riot. That's where they need to beef their security up. If another Lion King comes out and Scar just so happens to pop up in this movie, then you should be worried about it getting shot up. Or if Miss Doubtfire 2 releases and Idris Elba is the star of the movie instead of a CGI Robin Williams, then yeah, maybe you want to beef up security because it may be shot up. Quit stereotyping movies with black people in them and thinking they're going to get shot up, because it's apparent we aren't the ones that are doing it. As for CNN and other news sources who feed us trivial BS, I'm calling you out. You constantly bombard us with cat videos and Jesus was white and Santa Claus was white too.
You know, and by the way, for all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. But you know, Santa is what he is, and just so you know, we're just debating this because someone wrote about it, kids.
Escape llama this and bears in the woods. You ignore real news, like Donald Trump deciding that the 14th Amendment is unconstitutional. You rather ask presidential candidate Bernie Sanders about Hillary Clinton's hair than asking him real questions about events and issues that he plans to run on being the president of the United States, issues that affect American citizens. You ignore Privilege, Wisconsin, and how they plan to randomly drug test high school students, and how we don't drug test these shitty politicians who either don't vote or don't even know what the hell they're doing and are running this country into the ground. Push this narrative of black on black violence, and you ignore all other hue on hue violence. You pretend that black people don't care about this black on black violence, and you constantly ignore the marches and rallies that are dealing with black on black violence. For instance, Joe Kim Noah and his Stop the Violence initiative that he started in Chicago. You ignore the good stories You ignore a barber named Courtney Holmes in Iowa that gives free haircuts to kids whenever they read him a book. You lie and tell the American public that there are more black men in prison than there are in college. And you ignore the fact that schools like Morehouse just had its highest number of freshmen ever entering this year. You don't give any coverage on it because you are ignoring it. You ignore because it doesn't fit your narrative. As long as we hit the nay and hit the quan and shuck and jive on live TV,
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
you'll continue to let us talk. But when we get to talking about injustices and police brutality and issues in the black community, that's when you snatch the mic from us like you did Janelle Monáe. You continue to try to brainwash America. What do we expect, though, when 6 companies own 90% of what we hear and see? Well, guess what? This mental brainwashing cycle has stopped. I peep game. I see what you're doing. I won't fall for it. I won't stand for it. I'm here to tell you on Friday Wrap Up, media, you got us fucked up. That's Friday Wrap Up. Hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to Josh Dugan. These nuts for president. See you next week.